name's Maddie, or is it Cat Valentine? You can't even see my full cosplay. But I am Cat Valentine, dressed as Psychowitz. If you didn't know, Matt Bennett, who plays Robbie in Victorious, is now a DJ. He performs worldwide and has even done 2 shows in my city. He first came to Australia in 2024, and for that show, I made Pear Phones out of polymer clay and resin, just for fun. If you'd like to do the same, here's how I did it. I'm wearing a Bugs Bunny robe. Let's make a pear phone. For what I'm about to make, you'll need polymer clay, acrylic paint, and I used a UV nail polish clear top coat because for this previous model, I used resin, and I've been using the same resin for maybe like 8 years. I don't know. And so I think resin sciences have evolved since then, but mine seems to separate from acrylic paint, which makes projects like this pretty difficult. I noticed my polymer clay had a really cool marble design, so I thought it would be really cool to use that, but I actually ended up burning it in the oven. Anyway, wouldn't it have been nice? I don't have clay tools, so I just use whatever I have. Don't look at my nails in these clips. I had acrylic nails on, so for one, my nails are in awful condition, but I also haven't been able to get this one off. I traced out the pear shape on my flat roll of polymer clay using the back of a paintbrush. I used my old Pear Phone as a reference, but obviously there are photos online that you can look at. I used like a nail tool to cut out the design, which feels weirdly vulnerable and kind of gross. So you can look at a few frames of that footage. That's enough. I read somewhere that rubbing alcohol is good for smoothing out polymer clay, so I sprayed some rubbing alcohol in a little dish, and then I just used the tip of my finger to apply it and smooth out the edges. The final step before baking it was, I have not addressed yet that this is a very mini version. Sorry, because I already have a clay Pear Phone, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I'm just making it on a miniature scale so that I can make it like a keychain. So what I did to make it a keychain is I used a paper straw to cut out a hole where the camera would be, and that's where I'm going to put a, oh my god, what is the word? Like a little ring. It's got a word, I can't think of it right now. Then I baked it and burnt it. Don't do what I did. Follow the instructions on your packet. My camera was on low battery yesterday. So off camera, I sanded it with some sandpaper to try and get it as smooth as possible. Could have been smoother, but I'm an impatient person. I used acrylic paint on the front and the back. Obviously, if you didn't burn your polymer clay and you like the color of it, you totally only have to paint the screen side, which you would paint black. Unfortunately, I'm a loser, so I painted one side black, one side pink. Then I used a silver paint to paint the edges of the Pear Phone and the little pear icon. With this model, once I was done molding it, cooking it, and painting it, I put tape around the edges and did a layer of thick resin on the top and a layer of thick resin on the screen side to make it look like glass. It didn't work. It didn't work. It has very uneven edges that I tried to sand out, and because I was sanding it, it lost the glassy effect. So I was experimenting with a new medium here, and I used, what's my hand doing? And I used UV top coat nail polish. I used a UV light to set that and did quite a few layers to get it nice and polished. I created a little keychain from my tiny Pear Phone, and I used stickers to cover where dust got stuck in the nail polish. My microphone and hand has been covering my hoodie. It's St. John Drowning merch, which is a Victorious reference, which is relevant to this video. New date means new hoodie. I wonder where I got this one from. When Matt came back in 2025, I wanted to do something bigger, something better, something bolder. I wanted something that looked polished and looked like it could be a prop in the show. Like if you didn't look close enough, maybe that's an electronic. And I thought the best way to do that would be using acrylic. So I found a company that cuts acrylic. I called ahead of time and I asked whether they could do small custom pieces for the average guy. And thankfully they said yes. So the epic iPhone footage you're about to watch is from almost a year ago, and I have a huge pimple on my chin, which is just disgusting. Thankfully, I'm a year older, a year wiser, and I don't have adult acne anymore. Whoa, did you just hear my jaw click? Good morning. I'm at the sign place. I'm gonna try and get them to help me with getting some acrylic cut. I brought a sketch. Looks a little bit phallic. I'm hoping they don't laugh at me. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Sign blast. Okay. They were super nice. The receptionist actually knew what I was making. She's like, is this the iCarly phone? Yes, girl, it is. Once the pieces were cut, which took like a month, I picked them up and I had to assemble them and add the finishing touch, which was the Pear logo. One of my coworkers has a Cricut machine, so I gave him a sticker silver sheet and asked him to cut some pears on it for me. I picked up the acrylic pieces this morning. So this is what we got going on. This is the screen, this is the back. Pear phone. This is the Pear pad. It's not like as comically large as Robbie's is, but like you get the point. I'm at work right now. I'm on lunch, I'm not on the clock, but I'm gonna glue these together with some super glue. And then for the finishing touch, a bunch of little pears cut. All right, let's just start with the Pear phone. I'm like scared. Hey. Glue. You ever got super glue in your skin? I just did. That wasn't where I was going with that. I got super glue on my thigh, and you can actually get a chemical burn from that. Okay, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared it's gonna dry really quick. Okay. Pear phone. Oh. That's my skin. Okay, lots of glue. Lots of glue. Lots of glue. I'm sticking my hands together. Okay. Well, that one is slightly off. Let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna come back when I'm not freaking out. I didn't come back. So I guess I never stopped freaking out. Here is one of the Pear phones that I made. Oh, it's the one with my finger skin on it. And it's still there. If I was to reflect on this project, I would say it's too expensive unless you really, really want this. $150 was literally their service fee, and the acrylic actually costs them nothing. So there's totally a cheaper way I could have done this. But I didn't know what it was. There's also no camera on this one. I don't like how the glue looks under the acrylic. I also don't know how to fix that. And I literally made it backwards. It's supposed to be like inverted. It's supposed to be like this, but am I still happy with it? Yeah, it's more polished than the clay version, which is what I wanted, but I did want it to be perfect and it's not. Maybe next year or this year. Matt? Are you coming? Okay, now for the fun part. The whole reason I made this video. That's just like me. Matt was so nice, really, really kind. The security guard did take the worst photos of my brother and I maybe ever. It is a shame that there wasn't a proper setup, proper lighting, but Matt was so sweet and he complimented my Pear pad and my Pear phones, and he signed it and he wrote, "There's a car parked in Robbie's butt," which is exactly what I asked for. And then he also signed on behalf of Rex, which I didn't ask for, he offered. And I thought that was really nice. Realistically, if he does ever come back to Australia, I'm totally gonna meet him again. It was really, really worth it. And that's how I made both of these Pear phones. If you do have ideas of how to do this better, drop them in the comments. I would love, love, love to hear ideas, because this is the best I've got. I'm stumped beyond this. Okay, well, I really don't know what else to say because I didn't write a script. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!